Yeah, I'm Lowkey Loki, Lowkey Loki. I'm Lowkey Loki, cause y'all can hold me. I'm never folding. Hello, citizens, it's me again. Hold on to your breath like you lost your wind. Yeah, I came to win, and we could be friends. Or are you seeing double like you having twins? Smile on my face, is it devious? Never hurt nobody, I'm a genius. Play the ball, in zero. In my mind, the hero. Got a hope, zero. And my brother a weirdo. Call myself a god, but stars and spangles probably had it right. What I'm saying in the dark shall be heard in the light. I feel abandoned, don't know my famine. I've seen some famines, but time can have me. I keep the TVA at bay, I grab a blue cue. I fell for 20 minutes due to stranger real rude. The sun will shine upon us once again, that's big mood. And maybe one of these days I'll finally tell the truth. Lowkey low, Lowkey Loki, Lowkey low, Lowkey Loki. I'm Lowkey low, I'm Lowkey Loki, cause y'all can't hold me. I'm never folding. I'm Lowkey low, Lowkey Loki. I'm Lowkey low, yeah, I'm Lowkey Loki, Lowkey low. I'm Lowkey Loki, cause y'all can hold me. I'm never folding.
I am not doing get help. I hate that one. Then I use you for my purpose and throw away when I'm done. I dabble with mischief and manipulate for convenience, while still holding a smile, surpassing the easements. If I don't get caught, then what's the harm? I just want what's mine and it's part of my charm. From the Tesseract to the Dark World, Ragnarok to Thanos, trying to find my way, my mistakes and annals. My brother watched me die each time I fake my death. I'm a self-proclaimed savior. Do you miss me yet? As a master of illusion, rocks fly through my image. As I make peace with my daddy issues that so often leave me skittish. I have to get off the planet before the Hulk knows I'm here. It was all just a misunderstanding, can I make that clear? Count from zero, I'll move from the anti-hero until I jump timelines and create my own sequel.
Lowkey low, Lowkey Loki, Lowkey low, Lowkey Loki. I'm Lowkey low, I'm Lowkey Loki, cause y'all can't hold me.
I'm never folding.
I'm Lowkey low, Lowkey Loki.
Yeah, I'm Lowkey low. What's up, selectors? It's Select Screen here. Man, I feel like I've been seeing y'all like a lot. Play that track again for me. That sneak peek. Yeah, man, a lot. Shout out to RL. What's up, man? We are finally getting to our review of Lowkey Loki himself, episode 5. And man, you guys are going to want to stay with me on this one. I think you're going to be very surprised. Episode 5, man. So we're getting into that. We're at linktr.ee/select screen. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. This should be a lot of fun today, guys. Again, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we're going live, because we're probably going to go live after this stream again, and we're going to break down the What If trailer. So yeah. Wrestling says, yo, I haven't been keeping up with Lowkey, not bothered about spoilers. Okay. No problem, bro. No problem. Thanks for coming through regardless. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, and glad to hear everything's going well with your friends, man. Man, love Wrestling God streams. If you guys aren't following him, you should. Just got home from Black Widow with your friend. Okay, go check out our reaction video of, that's a perfect segue, Black Widow. That was a fun review. That was a very fun review that we got to do yesterday. So go check that out. And definitely go check out the song, guys. Check out the song Lowkey Loki. We're going to push it probably for one more week on the channel, and then we got something new for y'all. So you're probably wondering, okay, where do I go listen to the song? Let me drop that in the chat, man. I'll drop that in the chat. If you've got Spotify, you can jump on there, and we'll also put it on Facebook too. If you'd like it anywhere else, check us out at crosscenteredrecords.com. They've got links everywhere for everything. So definitely go check that out, all right? So with that being said, let's see. We'll hit this button. There it is. I'm ready. Wrestling God Streams is ready. RL is ready. Let's go. All right, man. So Lowkey Loki, man. let's talk about this. This episode was called Journey into Mystery. I took notes. Normally we do a live stream and, react and review right on the spot. But man, as RL was saying, we were tired, bro. This week was tiring. I knew also we had Black Widow coming up. I had no idea that What If was going to be dropping today. My thought was yesterday or today, they were actually going to drop the Spider-Man trailer ahead of Black Widow, but instead they did What If. So just to update you guys on that, I'm thinking now next week we might get the Spider-Man trailer with the end of Loki. So pretty crazy how this is all shaking out. I think it's going to be fun, man. This is going to be really awesome. Wrestling said, purchase some PS4 games finally. Family Feud, Jack in the Box, The Mean Greens, and Drawful. Okay, that's what's up. So Journey into Mystery. If you guys don't know, that is where Journey into Mystery as a title is really great for this episode because that's where Loki and Thor were introduced in the comics. For me, this is going to surprise you guys a lot. This episode for me was a 7 out of 10. Give me my camera real quick. How could we have last week our first 10 out of 10 episode? How can we have a 7 out of 10 Loki episode right after that? I think it's because the episode before it was so good. And we got a lot of answers. This episode was probably my most anticipated, and I don't feel like it came through on it. Wrestling said, I really didn't like Black Widow. Ooh, go check out my review. Check out the review, bro, because, yeah, we could talk more. RL agrees on this one on Loki. It just kind of drug a little bit. There was less action. Everything that we've liked up until this point, every other episode, this episode seemed to not be. And I was super, super excited for it. It's not a bad episode of Loki, but I was really, really excited. So that's where Journey to Mystery came in. I knew we were in trouble from the opening shot. They did, if you guys remember in Black Panther, when Killmonger took over, they did this like spinning camera effect, and it really had this impactful thing, right? They did that twice in the opening scene of episode 5, and I was like, what are we doing? Here we go. That being said, the graphics in this episode, again, for a TV show, they were just flat out amazing. I was blown away. But one of the problems with this episode happens with the first line of dialogue. Classic Loki tells, I'm just going to call him default Loki or just Loki. He's like, what's going on? What's the problem? And classic Loki goes, that's Alioth. We're his food. Let's go. And that's how the whole episode felt. It just felt like we have a lot of stuff to get to because this is almost our last episode. Let's just do it. And that's what it felt like. Gator Loki didn't get his due other than biting off President Loki's hand. And that was disappointing for me because President Loki, as you can see over here, I liked the idea of President Loki. I thought we could dive into that a little bit more. It was like he was just there to wear a suit, be betrayed by boastful Loki, and that was it. And it was like, man, they kind of wasted him there, you know. Wrestling said he finally started his podcast. That's what's up. And waiting to play Retromania. Yeah, man. We'll eventually get there. Stay with us. So Alioth, who is Alioth? Alioth is a character in the comic books, a deep cut that I did not know. I had to go do some research, and shout out to New Rockstars for filling me in on this as well. Alioth is basically an antagonist to, you guessed it, Kang the Conqueror. And eventually Kang ends up using Alioth, or this big puff of smoke, which this is the first time that we've ever seen like a puff smoke monster and it actually be accurate, unlike Galactus and the Fantastic Four or what was the other one? Oh, a Green Lantern. There was another like poop monster. This one was actually accurate. Shout out to Jumpin' Jubilee. What's up? She's wearing her Black Widow stuff today. Wrestling said, unfortunately, I got to go eat. Sorry. Appreciate my appearance was short. No problem, man. Thanks for coming by. Looking forward to the podcast. And we will definitely get into Retromania. So that was kind of different. One of the cool things about it is we found out that Kid Loki's Nexus event was that he killed Thor. That was Kid Thor.
What?
Different universe.
There's a Kid Thor?
There's a Kid Thor, yeah. You never knew that before. Well, now you know. So that was interesting. A Kid Loki, yeah. There's a Kid Loki, and I liked Kid Loki too. I wanted more. That was the thing about this episode. I just wanted more. We go over to Renslayer and Lady Loki, and Renslayer. Basically, Lady Loki should have just taken, and I keep calling her Lady Loki because
She's a girl.
she should be just called Lady Loki or Enchantress. One of the two. Make up your mind. Instead of, they keep calling her Sylvie. Sylvie should have just taken her out. The whole mission was to get to the top of the TVA, get your information, and then take care of this girl. She didn't. She kind of did that whole, oh, let's just find out what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And what happened? Sylvie and Miss Minutes basically flipped the tables on her. It was really predictable. And then Mobius and Sylvie, once we get to the void and everyone's kind of caught up, Mobius just randomly had a temp pad to get himself out. I was like, what? I went back and watched the episode again. That's why this review is so late, because I was like, maybe I was a little tired. I was like, maybe I just missed it. But like the whole thing was like, we're stuck in this void, and then Mobius shows up with a temp pad to get everybody out of there, and they're like, nope, we're gonna stay and fight the smoke monster. And it was like, you wouldn't do that. You would get out of there, find a way to fight the smoke monster, and then go back and get it. You know what I mean? This episode kind of undercut what it meant to be sent to the void. It kind of lowered the stakes a little bit for me. RL says if they would have had flashback to stories the Lokis were telling, it would have been better for the episode. Absolutely. This is one instance with a Marvel TV show where I actually wanted more episodes, because we don't get enough about, and supposedly this is the only Marvel show right now confirmed to get a second season. Is classic Loki, who sacrificed himself, is he going to get his own episode later on in season 2? What in the world? Oh, good. Are we going to get to see that stuff? And if so, it would have been great to see that before they just told us. And so that's what kind of made this episode just come down a little bit. And then lastly, there is a really great movie between Sylvie and Loki where he's got a blanket on, she's cold, and he kind of makes it for himself. And then eventually he kind of remakes it and puts it around her. Very great. But she makes a comment that says something to the effect of, man, you have no idea how uncomfortable this costume is. And she's basically wearing the MCU version of the Loki costume, right? And Loki is still wearing like generic clothes. And I'm like, why? This is Loki's show. Like, give him. That's why I thought President Loki was cool. He had a cool costume. We leaned into the comic book stuff a little bit more. RL says, did they say a second season before Love and Thunder or after? I haven't heard when yet. I just heard that there's the possibility, and they were hoping that the show did well. Obviously, it has done well. I'm assuming that it's going to be after Love and Thunder, because he's supposedly going to be in that. I thought really when they purged him the first time, I thought they were going to really have the nerve Can you grab me a Sprite? That'd be great. I'm getting dry. Yeah.
Just get
I thought they were going to have the nerve to actually kill off Tom Hiddleston and replace him with Sylvie. And Sylvie was actually going to be the Loki in Love and Thunder. That would have been very, very gutsy and very, very cool. But I don't think that's what they're going to do. So then it just kind of leaves off as we're going into another portal. And again, it moved the story forward. It was just a fine episode. And what's a little scary about this, and spoilers for Black Widow in a way, my Black Widow review, is Marvel's getting comfortable a little bit. I feel like this episode was very comfortable, it was good. It was fine. It did what it needed to do instead of everything wowing me. And I came out of Black Widow feeling the same way. I'm not wowed. When we're watching WandaVision, every episode was like, whoa. And Loki has been like that, I would say even more so up until this episode. So I think there's plenty of time in this next episode for us to totally recover and really get to a A+ status overall. You're going to have one bad episode. We'll give them that. But I don't like where this not bad episode, but not as good episode fell right before the finale. We want this finale to be fantastic, right? It's got to be really, really, really good. I think Kang the Conqueror, theories-wise, thank you, honey. Oh, even better, thank you. I think Kang the Conqueror is a foregone conclusion. Everything says Kang the Conqueror in this show. Is Kang going to be the big bad going forward? I don't know. RL said, did you happen to purchase Black Widow through the app? I did not. We're actually going for a birthday party. So, that's right. So we're probably not going to do the whole Disney Access. I did not know that the Disney Access for Black Widow is $30. Sheesh. To give you guys an idea, I did an AMC pass where I can go and see movies, 3 movies a week. So I can go back and see Black Widow literally for free today. Yeah. It just, yeah. I don't know. $30 to watch it one time. Yikes. I spent $30 on popcorn. You know what I mean? Disney's going to have to. If Disney's going to really make money off that Disney Plus deal for movies with Premier Access, I think they got to let it go. I think they got to stop or lower the price. Maybe $15. $30 is a lot of money to watch a movie one time, especially if you're one person. You know what I mean? DJ said you purchased every movie I requested. Yeah, pretty much, because it all came in a pack. And I'm watching like Blade. I had on HBO Max. HBO Max, guys. I like Disney Plus a lot. HBO Max right now for me is the wave. Like everything that you want is on HBO Max. It's really, really great. So much so that I've basically canceled Netflix. I was looking for maybe Dexter to come to Netflix. I don't think that's going to happen before the next season comes out. Overall, though, this episode's not bad. Like I said, it's 7. But it was setting. I think it's setting up the final episode. And by the time the next episode comes out, I think we'll kind of forget about this episode a little bit, you know. Passenger 57 came in that bag. No, but it should. All right, man, I can't believe what I'm hearing about Black Widow. They should have given her a film before they decided to kill her off. So I haven't seen Black Widow. Is it worth the 30 or would you pay $8? I would pay $8 to see it for theater experience. If you feel safe. If you feel safe enough to do it, I would suggest going and seeing it in theaters. The movie is good. Black Widow is a good movie. And this relates to Loki because really the premise of the movie happened in Avengers, the original Avengers movie, when Loki tells Black Widow, can you get rid of that much red in your ledger? Dracov's daughter. Well, that's what all of Black Widow, and that's not a spoiler at all. Budapest, Dracov's daughter. Those are the two things that we want to know about Black Widow, and it's worth seeing. I would say if you could split that $30 with a couple of people that you feel safe at home watching, that's cool. That would be the way to go. If you felt like you wanted to stay home, if you're gonna go alone, $30 for me is hard. Straight up $30. Now $30 you do that for a fight or something like that. But if you could get a couple of homies that you felt comfortable sitting watching that movie with, or date night or whatever, $30 there. But by itself, it's still worth it. I think you'd just be like, dang, I could have saw this in theaters for $8. I think that's the thing. DJ said, yeah, Passenger 57 should have came in a Wesley Snipes movie pack. Yeah, if they would come out with like a Wesley Snipes collection, I'd be all over that. Crystal said, I don't pay for Netflix because I use my parents' account. Hey, that's what's up. That's family. Speaking of which, we still have not done our review. We're so behind, guys. There's so many reviews. We still have to do our review of Fast and Furious. As confirmed, yes, I did actually see that movie last year. So I wanted to see it again before we did our review. I was under an embargo. Couldn't talk about it. Movie's out. I want to talk about that movie more. I don't think we did it. Did we do the review on that one? I don't think we did the review on that one. On Fast and Furious. We did? Maybe we did Fast and Furious. You guys let me know. There's been so many reviews, man. Like I said. And we still got to do What If. So I'm thinking we're going to do What If in about 20 minutes or so. DJ said he's not as famous as Eddie Murphy, so Wesley Snipes and got a 14 movie pack. RL said, wait, you said last year it must have been trash. No, I just couldn't speak about it. I signed a non-disclosure where I couldn't talk about the movie until it came out. So we couldn't say anything. And the graphics weren't done. I was waiting again to see if sometimes they change stuff in those previews, that could have changed the story, which they didn't. It was pretty close to the same movie, except, and this is a big reason why I waited as well. There was no end credit scene in Fast and Furious when I saw it a year ago. There was when I saw it in theaters. And so we'll talk about that too when we do the review. I don't think we've done it yet. When is Fast 9 coming to Apple for purchase? I think in about, excuse me. They haven't announced a date yet, but being that it's still in theaters now, I would give it about 3 or 4 months before. Come on this side so they can see. 3 or 4 months before that comes out for purchase. He just popped out. That was funny. So that's it for Loki. Going back on topic, really excited for next week. We will 100% be doing our last live of Loki. So appreciate you guys checking out the stream. Like I said, it's about 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Look for us to be live again. linktr.ee/select screen. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cash App, all at 5ELECT 5CREEN. And we'll be doing the What If trailer, breaking that down. DJ says, do movies take space up in your iPhone? It does if you download them, but you can't stream them. RL said, did I watch the game yesterday? No, because I was at the movie. And it was a foregone conclusion. I think the Suns at home, the Suns are going to win. And it's going to take these next two games. If the Bucks show up in these next two games and they steal game 5, that's where I'm going with Bucks in 7. They got to steal game 5. But first you got to win game 3. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. Guys, thank you so much for checking us out. I need you guys to do 2 things for me. Be kind to one another. Ooh, RL said Giannis needs to come off the bench. Ooh, wee. Be kind to one another. Remember to choose your destiny. My name's Select Screen. What's your name?
Wait.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out to Micah Muffin because it's his birthday.
Shout out to Micah Muffin. It's his birthday weekend. That's right. You're an awesome big sister. Till next time, remember to choose your destiny. My name's Select Screen.